Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back to the StarLadder Minor Qualifiers here for East Asia. We're ready to get into our third series between Absolute and the Mazaalai side. I'm the Eternal J. I'm joining you for this one. I'll be taking you through this particular matchup, and of course the rest of the matches on today's stream, of which we, after this, have the Ignis versus MVP PK matchup. Obviously, we just saw PK win out a moment ago against another Japanese side, so we'll see whether the Ignis side can actually manage to get revenge above their side. But for now, we're going to take a look at the Absolute Japanese guys versus the Mazaalai squad. Now, these two teams have been not known for their history, but Absolute, obviously known as Scars, Absolute way back when. Splitting off for their organization, trying to see if they can still make it in the worlds of the Asian Counter-Strike region. And are still arguably the best team in Japan. Let's see if they can prove it right here against the Mazaalai side. Absolute on T side to start things off with Dust 2. Their map pick. Inferno picked by Mazaalai, and Mirage. Fun map we have to get there. So if Ori's aggression coming in from the CT forces, they try and establish first contact and get an opening kill. It is fall back for Cabal. Looks on to Takesh. Takesh takes him out home. 9 with a quick trade back. Black Panther trying to support, does take down Basset as well. As Crow comes back, Rita also going to go falling, and Takesh, last man standing, only getting 1 kill for his team in that round. 3 kills for 9 though on the B side offensive, and is the first being scored by Mazaalai side. The Mongolians take the pistol. A quick pause coming through by the CT side. Tactical pause. I imagine that at this stage they probably wanted to use a technical pause based on the fact of how, you know, how early on in the match it really is. But that's their choice, I guess. See, a lot of odds favour the boys over on the Mazaalai side. Very reputable squad, this one, and apparently, you know, case in point right there with those victories we just saw against the Mongols earlier. I still have faith that Absolute can take it close, you know. I mean, these odds aren't necessarily, you know, like the most accurate odds in the world. I mean, they're actually more like a handicap. Sometimes it shows handicap, sometimes it shows match winner, but the bottom line is that I'm still thinking this will be a very close affair. Dust 2 in a pretty good map for Absolute. Starting things off, Dobu here with NCL, and 9 will be able to mop up all of the players. He's used that for the 2-0 on the anti-eco round against Absolute. As Mazaalai now contend with the AK-47 buy coming in from Absolute here on the T-side start. Down towards the mid position will be the first contact here from Laz. Leading the charge of 2 of his teammates up and over to the mid position. Takesh and Bass following behind him as Laz moves in. Takesh spots out the first player to the left-hand side. Immediately contacted him, immediately falling right back out of position. CT's trying their best to hold on against the Absolute side. G's taking their aggressive stances and falling back passive immediately off the back of it. Not like falling out of map control, but they are just playing a much more slower style game in the second minute of the round. Getting ready for the execute set here for Absolute side, if that's what they want to go for. They could also rotate back towards B-bomb site. You know, they've got the establishment set up for any of these strategies here for ABS. Smokes go down towards short, and the C side continue to move further up towards short position. Dobu ready with the flashbang just in case. 45 seconds remaining on the clock for him. Absolutely stack up here towards the short position eventually, ready to go into the A-bomb site. 3 players there defended, 2 directly, 1 indirectly on towards Longhouse. The flash is over. Dobu with his flash at the ready to countermat the T side. Peeks in, spots 3, sprays on towards 2, only gets the kill after 1. Lads comes up with 2 kills in the trade. Right up. Lads to get the bomb planted for short. 4 versus 3 situation, and ABS. They got full control of this round here. On players to that towards mid, looking to try and save out here. We've also got NCL into the long position. Going to flash his way out, but not be able to find any frags. So we'll be able to do some damage here. Actually, the SMG does get the first kill. The bomb's still flying for short. 3 versus 3. Many more T-side players can pull out here. I mean, 1 kill will come in for the likes of Cabal. So good trades back right up. 1 versus 1 for Crow. Taps once. 1 good Facebook, good bullets what he needs. There he is. He's know where he is. No time, no chance for Tosco. The first to be on the board by Absolute. Their opponents on the eco for the CT side now. Absolute. AK's out at the ready here for the T side. Longhouse control when it comes through from the rifles. Easily cleaning up the likes of NCL. And around that corner, look down towards the long position, but no more else is going to be seen out here. Very passive positions being taken by the CT forces. Shots coming from Bars, trying to tag up the Mazaalai side, doing a little bit of damage done to Dobu, but not much more than that. Tiny amount of Lads holds his nerve all the same towards Pit. Tap to the head of 9, nice and easy. He should rotate over. Get ready for the A-bomb site hit. 2 players there for the crossfire. Cabal and Sogu. Damage onto Reiter, doing a lot of damage to the man, actually 50 points of health, but Deagle's out for Sogor. 1, 2, almost landing a third, but spamming his way through. Eventually will go falling as Crow deals with him. And Cabal also dealt with all the same. So 1 versus 3 situation. Dobu probably just save the USP and no way he's going to get this retake going. I mean, it would be nice if he went for it, because obviously he's not wasting a whole lot, he's not losing a USP. And that PT-50 drops in Pit instead, which is a good idea, good call. Absolute gets started with 2 rounds back to back. Now back to evens once again between these 2 sides here in the matchup. Double ups coming out from Cabal and 9. One playing out towards the mid position, another playing out towards Longhouse control. 2 players here to try and start with the flashbangs and all. Cabal might find the opening kill though, indeed he will. Good shot. Reiter is out. SMG still coming in for close range positions here for the MZL side, so there's still a little bit of don't say primitive C, but you know, there's like a little bit of lack of investment, I want to say, for the CT side. Obviously, can't quite afford the full-blown rifles with the double up setup. Obviously, going to take a lot of that money out. It's going to say that 9's on glass cannon for this one. And the corner they'll go, they will deal with NCL. And further sprays will try and force Dobu right back. Call for backup in a 4 versus 4. Damage being done to Bars. I'll be tradable back a little bit later on down the line, but he's still taking point here with the AK-47. Need to push around towards that long house. Absolutely going to commit to this one in total. Mazaalai check corners. Spam wallbangs. Mazaalai come able to step up and take down the first. Then into the second, almost line up collateral kill, but no. Lads comes up with the headshot trade. Man advantage maintained by the CT side, but not for long as Lads comes up with the double. Back towards Khan. Not expecting Dobu there to face out as far as he did. Sprays in, 9 will take down Naz, and Naz all left to Takesh. 1 versus 2 scenario. AG at the helm. Taps up once the defuse. The bomb plot, I should say, not going to get stuck out here. Takesh was just sticking towards him. So that's so good, the perfect chance to rotate up and get the defensive on that one. There you go. Orb save, 2 of them in play. Mazaalai back to 3-2 on the board. Heavy buyback coming from Absolute here with 3 AKs, 1 PT-50, 1 CZ on Takesh and Raito respectively. Up in for 9, looking for the initial short control. He may be able to find it as he lines him up, but only takes down the first player behind him. Laz comes back onto Cabal and deals with him towards lower tunnel, so 4 versus 4. First in Rodovi, spots a couple gaps in the smokes and leaves it open for 1, spraying his round towards damage to the likes of Reiter, but he gets the kill overall. Fast thanks man falling 3 versus 2 situation. Reiter gets the shot, 2v2. Bomb plant can come through towards the A bomb site. Absolute biding their time. Ooh, it's been biding their time. MZL must have been doing the exact same thing, waiting until that bomb plant came through before they went the plant down, expecting the Absolute side to go planting on towards short, but this time not to be. Crow plant down out to the short position, tied in favour of the default position. These players on a retake kind of pulled full. Up underneath there, right now. Headshot coming in for Crow. Making double kill work. Indeed, will be able to do so. 2 points of HP and 2 players to the victim board in this round for Absolute 3 all. USP has come out, a Deagle in for Cabal. Not a lot to work with for the MZL side. It should be an easy affair for Absolute to dominate in this next round. Nades in already coming through from the Mazaalai side. Damage onto Reiter and Crow. Up of Reiter. They've had to a better position to try and take the mid door's face. Should have done that at the early part of the round. No one else is going to cross past that unless they're going for rotations. Even then, they're probably checking short anyway. So Mazaalai. Up on the B bomb site, 3rd player going to join the fray. 2 more look towards that mid position. Absolute might have a bit of a task on their hands here on the full eco here. AKs, UMP, cut up plenty it stands. Damage being done by Bars by 2 of his own teammates here. He finally gets that kill on Dover and they average at the back line corner. So we will get 1 good frag before he's traded back by Laz. Pro gets that his backstab coming in on towards the tunnels. 2 versus 4. Now 1 versus 4 as they look really coordinated well enough on the Absolute side. 9, spraying through the wall, in his position with the tracer bullets and of course the sound coming through his gun. Right to finish these things off, the 4-3, lead retaken now by Absolute. They're going to go for another eco here on the CT side as well. Absolutely, obviously with the fall down rifles, they've got plenty to be working with. Wait, up and out to the B bomb site, AWP. Always in first, it seems. Passive control from Absolute. Obviously, don't want to concede too much compared to their opponents. They do, and they may fall a little bit short, but right, let's get the opening kill onto Cabal. Not forcing a rotation here, but it certainly will keep the Mazaalai squad on their toes. Push forward and out towards the top mid position. The teams have no idea they're wrapping back in against them. Sprays in from right, and meanwhile back over to the upper tunnels, clears out B site entirely. And meanwhile, Absolute commit to this whole A site offensive line. It's a good idea. It's the most exposed bomb site. No more backtracking involved, which is obviously very dangerous with the current setup of the CT side players. Made their way up. Absolute planting down for default. Best save of Kevlar here for the Mazaalai side. One good kill coming in for at least NCL or something. One rifle picked up now for the T side. I doubt they'll be able to do a whole lot with it. Again, most are going to rely on the rest of the rifles. What the buy will look like here for the CT forces. 5-3 will be the guaranteed scoreline, though. That's what we can say for certain. The Abs hold their lead that they've commanded ever since round 4 or so. The normal shots will leave a little bit of damage onto the CT side. I mean, Cabal should have been expecting that, all things considered. You know, if you jump in front of an AWP, that's what's going to happen on Dust 2. Quick hit coming in from the Absolute side, straight out. It's Bars in and Cabal down. Opening frag favour to the T side as they make their way into the mid doors. For a little bit more as well for the CT forces. They've got one player rotating in from A, another one rotating in, keeping his vision on A, and able to push up if he needs to. Main man on the B site. All left in the hands. Attack edge. Excuse me, Crow, excuse me. He's passed off that bomb. Now we're sitting back with the main T side forces here. Absolute. Wait for a very, very long time before making the hit happen. They have started that midfield control once again. And of course that dominance over shorting in the tunnels area. No one really from the CT wants to really aggress that and try and take it back. Absolute perfectly in position and poised to take control of this round. A second kill will come through from Vast eventually. Takesh turning on towards Dobby, able to respond with his teammate selections as appropriate, but still be able to deal with a backstab player. As the bomb plant comes in, it will be 6th on the board for Absolute. And Mazaalai. This will be number 6 in a scoreline differential. 4 rounds in total in a row for the Absolute side. There you go, last man taken out. Very easy stuff there for going there once again on hunt for the Ab side. There should be another eco coming in for Mazaalai. Eagles out 1 CZ for Dobu. Actually 2 CZs coming in for Dobu and NCL versus the full-blown Rifles. And again, should be seeing another very similar style of Counter-Strike for a simple style of CSGO. Where Absolute dominate their opponents here with the Rifles versus the pistol battle. NCL close range into the long house. Really receiving against some CT players, but no one's going around that corner. No one's going to try and take that face. Very passive default wants to get out towards establishing mid control and tunnels control. Might have to concede the long control as long as someone keeps their head on a swivel. There shouldn't be too much of a worry, I don't think. He's pushed slowly up towards the top of middle area. One player up to challenge for it. It's so good. 2 quick frags as Dobu does come down over the short position. Meanwhile, Pro frags back onto the NCL. All rests in the hands of Sogu. He's done so much damage with his deal. 2 kills in his name, but that's as far as we're able to go. Deal out towards the mid of the map. About 1 versus 3 situation. Find his way into this one. Indeed, Crow will be able to shut him down. Absolute 7-3 on the T side board at this stage is looking extremely confident from them. Double up setup now here. 1 for Cabal, 1 for 9, 3 AUGs on 3 individuals here for the CT side. Although the smoke's coming in, bouncing back off the longhouse. Not the most ideal utility set up here from the CTs. Smoke's down. NCL will continue to push up, trying to see if he can find any sort of position to work off of here. Very silent about this. Flash is evaded. He takes his first spray down, and the second one. Very nice and easy right there. Finally, a bit of control being gained by Mazaalai. Flashes into the CT mid area, out the mid doors. Right up. And the corner. Shoulder betting and spotting anybody that might be there, but no. 50 seconds left on the tees. Now only starting like a settle towards the commitment here. Orb still watching for a kill into the banana window. Pro. I get 1 frag back here. Could put a rotation away towards the A bomb site. Meanwhile, Dobu drops down righter. Crow is falling and to catch the last man standing in. 1 versus 5. This should be all over for MZL. Bomb on his back. Has to win out at least 1v1 aim duel. Against it. Ooh, good taps on 9. Alright, that's a bit of a chance. Bomb plant for Goose. That was a bomb plant just about here, but not going to take anybody else with him. So 4th on the board for Mazaalai.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
That's all long house once again. The CT, they've gone to this position so many times over the course of the last few rounds. Absolute don't want to bother with it this time. Has the position being taken, only 1 player pushed into the long house itself and nobody else other than that 1 player. Flashes in, nades out, and Cabal. Good shot on Laz. Starting things off with a great little read play. He's actually going to look for these kills against the CT side players, but Defensive holds pretty well so far for MZL. Not a single point of damage done to this CT side whatsoever, yes, of yet. Flashes in. Reuter. 14 points of health. I'm assuming he took a leg shot down by one of the T-side players. Eventually, Reuter will get decimated. 5 versus 3 situation. Dobby with that frag, assisted there by the AWPer. He's continued to make their move into the A bomb site. 1 at car, 1 at long, 1 at CT spawn. Absolute hesitating, making second guesses about this. Not really confident where they actually want to go. Re-smokes down from Bess. But the ghost here, the flashbang comes over. And execute coming through. 9 completely blind off the end of the smoke. Just one good flick on to Crow. Looking for the Dex man back here, but he won't be able to do so. Takej. So it's raid taken out. Secondary frag not going to quite get found here by the likes of his teammate. 9 stays alive. One good pick, 2 for 1, 2 for 2, and overall the CTs will be able to win it out once again, maintain the man advantage. And they were 1 for 1 trades on the CT side. I mean, in the end, they've had more players on their side to be able to hold on to those trades. So yes, a 5th on the board for Mazaalai. Opening shot from Raya, catching off 9 down the mid-center. Shot towards the mid-doors, but no blood splatter, no real wallbag damage, just straight up shot straight to the man. Opening things up for the Absolute squad. They've got control into short. They've got control into the midfield. Middle of the map is where things are going to get really intriguing if Mazal want to go for the backstab here on the part of Dobu. Tried this before. AUG up here for NCL. Gets the kick back for the CT side. Got many more players to worry about. And indeed, Dobu is dealt with out towards the top mid position, and Levs deals with NCL on the bomb site itself, leaving it only up to 2 players remaining for the CT side. Sogu and Cable, what are they going to go for here? Rotations away. Looks like he's grabbing some utility drops in the mid. Only left to take a while to get the exit frags to the AWP. The 2 ops will stay in play at the very least. Silver lining for the CT side, but they have lost a half at 8-5. Both players back on that B-bomb side, looking for those exits. Indeed, one will be found by Cable. He's went down by him to try and hold off this little clan base, essentially. Single orb set up this time for the T side once again. The AKs will come in to back it all up, and the CTs have 2 on Cabal and 9. I mean, they certainly have been pretty capable players with these weapons so far. 9 especially proving in this last map what he's made of. He's go straight into the B, mid to B split, in through mid tunnels. Blaster sprayed manically by Dobu, takes him down. And Lad's ready for the next man to face around this corner. We'll spot him at the very end of the smoke and spray on through to deal with him. 4 versus 4 situation. No major man advantage being gained by either the CT or T side. Dobu looks on the very end of the smoke once again. Takej is going to be able to read it and spray him down. And Sogo, 2 more players coming around him from the other end of the site. 2 kills to his name though. Takej and Laz down. Crow will also fall, leaving it all up to Reiter. 1 versus 3. All up in hand to do something absolutely magical with it. Taps from Cabal, so close to the man. The AWP eventually connects to the last man, so 8-6. Into the final round of the half here, and heavy investments to come through from Mazaalai side anyway. 4 AUGs, 1 AWP, 4 9. 1 AWP, 4 AKs for the Absolute side and for Rita in particular. Nades go in to try and maintain control of the long house. MZL keep the Abs players pushed out of it. They are trying to take it over, but it's not quite happening as of right now. Flash bangs in, catching one player out towards that corner. Good setup there from NCL, but it is outrated by Bass. Not too surprising, as it is a pretty common strategy and a pretty common spot to check. I mean, not a whole lot of teams check it because I often don't expect people to be there, but a lot more viable than you think, and certainly absolutely proving that right here by taking out the viability of that Heroes of the Storm opportunity. Perfect flank to take out an entire army here. 5 on 4 scenario. 45 seconds. ABS in, smokes back down. Sogu ready and waiting as the T-side continue to move further forward. Smokes back, Reuter knowing that there's not a man, not knowing there's a man on the bomb site. I should be saying AWP watching out that backside just in case there's another flank opportunity for MZL. Sogu on the hold, takes out one. Lads trades it right back out. AWP gets one on the way out of his own right. Bastard trades in the 3 versus 2 situation. Favor to the T side. Bomb out towards car. Will get picked up and get planted more than likely. Dobu with AUG. Bomb yet to get planted from Tack Edge, but he's going to wait for his chances and eventually plant towards Goose. Safe for Goose. The man advantage again gained by Absolute. Cable transfer back, Laswell. 2 versus 2, and Dobu takes out Tack Edge, just left to Barca. 1 versus 2 of his own right for the 4K clutch. Not going to happen though. Orp unable to hold on. It looks like at the very end of the half, Absolute will be able to claim 8-7. Not quite the one-sided or 9-6 we were looking at. Doesn't matter too much though, it is going to be a scoreline for their favour regardless, and looking onto the T side is where things have to get really interesting for the likes of Absolute. Over history, their side on this map has always been the T side. It's been brought relatively close as a result of their opponents here. And again, in case you're wondering about whose map pick this was, it was Absolute's. Here comes the hit coming in from the T side. 4 players pouring out. UFP's looking for the shots on shots, and White just couldn't quite make it happen. No flicks back. Bass will be able to hold on to his own control. One of the lads holds down against save his teammate right here towards the truck area. Crow coming in towards the back lines, in towards upper tunnels. 1 versus 5 for Cabal. And Crow ends up with a 2K. Nice team effort there from Absolute to hold down the B bomb site. Very confident there from the CT pistol round. Anti-Eco standing here from the Absolute side. SMGs versus pistols. Go back as well as you expected to right here. Back in the row to SMG pistols. SMG of kills, I should say, against those pistols. Aggress, they'll take them down. Scout in for a right, try to keep them suppressed, otherwise tag them away onto the B-bomb site. Another good kill coming in for Takesh with the last man standing is Sogu. First on 2, there you go. Laz called out again for Absolute to adjust to it. 8 to 7. 8 to 7, going 10 to 7. Mazaalai out towards the tunnels once again, controlled in by 2 players coming in towards short. And the focus on a man outside of the mid doors and not ready for the second player. Also, how USP should be able to get that kill. No, AK picked up, he comes on the second. Good tap on for right, and should be up for him, but no. It allows Takesh a bit of a distraction and take away that one player. The trade game good once again from Absolute. 3 versus 2. Bomb dropped out in the open. Crow knows this, going to continue to smoke out, give himself a little bit more cover. Minute and 5 left to go on the clock here. Absolute not ready. Takesh coming up with one quick frag. Sugo takes it right back out. 2 versus 1 situation for this one AK. Crow and Laz, last 2 players. One on short, spotting out the shoulder bait. One more in towards mid. Spotting the man out himself, but Laz sprays on. Takes a little bit more damage. So good. Tapping on towards the headshot and does take him down. So 1 versus 1. 3K clutch up for Sogu. Kill that bomb as well. Going to rotate right back out to the B bomb site since he knows there's no one on A. Since he knows that there's someone on A, he knows that there must be no one on B bow as well. Crow is rotating very quickly into this position. Yeah, the bomb plant coming down. Denied by Crow. Crow, oh, able. Still. Another round for Absolute as they continue to go here. 7-11. Bit of a weird buy coming in from the Mazaalai side as well. AK-47 in. AWP from right. It deals with the first man Adobe. It's not quite the AK, but one of the half-bought pistols. And Sogu, the only man really heavy investing here for the T's. Oh, what a flick from Reiter. Well read of the headshot angle. You can only get a kill through the mid doors if it's through a headshot on the AWP, or for the scout for that matter. Just continue to come in as Takesh. That's just way on through. Tries to hold down the mid face. Bus also hit. Smokes over. Facing in with the AUG. Flashes also as well for Takesh. Round the corner. 2 players spotted. Looks like both will fall to the hands of the man on the rotation. Takesh with 2 kills. Reiter also with 2. 12 on the board for the Absolute side. Heavyweight investment once again coming through. AWP once again controlling for Reiter. Smokes, flashes, Molotovs in. It's going to try and stop the T-side from getting into any sort of mid-control. Flashback for Takesh. Looking around for players back here over the barrels area, but he's not going to spot 9. Instead, 9 will spot him, and the AWPs trade back and forth. In the end, it will be 9 on the second face that wins out the fight, but does take a leg shot for his trouble. Man advantage gained by Mazaalai. Make it 2. As Crow goes down towards Longhouse, getting aggressive once again for the CT forces. AWP tries to trade it back on Takesh, and that's a pretty decent opener. Second player on towards short. He heard that bullet being fired, so he knows that Line's around somewhere. towards the mid-to-B cross. Good shot for the first man. Back to 3 versus 3 we go. T-side players moving up. Cabal spraying on through, dealing with Laz. Laz not able to land off the shots that he wanted to. In fact, Cabal gets away at 46 points of HP. I think the T-side want to throw in the towel off the back of that. There'll be 8 on the board for the T-side as they finally get some decent footing here on the second half. Has been all absolute all of the way. 4 rounds in a row. Max loss bonus that will drop to the 4th round loss bonus. Meanwhile, on the end of the pitch and on the end of the map, I guess you could say, Absolute still kicking around a little bit of money, and I imagine that they probably want to go ahead and spend that money back into the reinvestment. They've got lots and lots to work with, and of course the AWP, the AUG still out to play for here for the CT side, so I imagine that the investment should come back and possibly even some drop weapons if Takej or Bas are feeling generous, and indeed that AWP already getting passed out. You'll buy him a rifle. I'll try to give it right back to him. No. Right against the keeper. I guess he's got a good spawn. Flashing from Cabal out of the longhouse once again. It's Takej. Taps going on towards the short position, but not getting the kills. Of course, no one from the Mongolian side is there. Crow opens things up, dealing with Dobu. Starting things off great for Absolute again, getting aggressive down towards that mid position and taking out the first player who's lagging a little bit behind the main T-side force. Mazaalai are going to opt to fall back away from Longhouse as a result, at least for a moment here. It looked like it was, but now quick reads again from the Absolute side. Wait back over to the A-bomb site and get ready for the push to come in from the T-side players. But with that smoke being put down, it means we'll start them on the fake here for the T-side. The bomb going to rotate all the way up, and Absolute still looking for a way into the bomb site. And they've seen a lot of that utility. They've still got 1 man on the bomb site itself. Perfect lurk coming through here from Absolute. Laz takes the first, looking back in with a second, spotting 2 more, can't suddenly wants to flick towards it, and looks back towards the tunnels, gets that second player. Now Backham has got to arrive here, 2 versus 4. NCL holds his own, gets the double kill on for the triple frag, and he may be able to open up with a B-bomb site as a result of this. Bomb plant going to be allowed, but 1 player still suppressed back over to the upper tunnels of the face in, can't get the headshot, no he doesn't see him, 1 HP, NCL stays alive, still gets another kill. Now traded back by the AWP, 1v1, USP, now out, nades in, flashes at the helm. Right up. Flash on the bomb site, stick the hole, defuse here. 9 facing, flick out, doesn't only land a tag. Connor the kill, he will get there, no he won't. And actually right, he can frag right back. He does get the bomb defusal on his nose and under the nose of Absolute. 13-8. Now 3 rounds to go for Absolute to take this first map, their map pick in this series. Oh, rather, their opponent's map pick in this series, excuse me. No, sorry, it was their map pick, excuse me. I can't read today. I don't do well in the mornings, let's put it that way. T's now playing in the tunnels. Mazaalai go out to the top mid position as well. Flashes over here come the T-side players. Right up. Lose Laz, but can't get the orb shot on the first man. Backed up here. Good trade to come through from Takej. No. Good flashbang to swing out though. Takes another frag. Another player's low HP. AWP finally deals them into 3 versus 3. Dobu going to get caught or catch off guard Crow as he makes his way rotating back from the mid into the tunnels. Getting shot in the back as Reiter also falls to the AWP of the T-side. It's all up to Bas. 1v3 scenario for him. Absolute. Absolutely dominated at this stage. Not for this round, it's not going to be theirs. There's been 9 on the board for the T's. And indeed, Cabal Sneaking through the B doors, getting that one quick spray up. 4 rounds to the comeback now. 4 rounds to equalize against Absolute. And I imagine Absolute probably will be thinking about a tactical pause at some point in the future. This has not gone as well as they would have wanted it to, I don't think. Confident start on CT side, and now down to eco status after just 3 rounds. Scouts in, AWP to challenge it, and I missed the first, has not missed the second though. He's move up AWP, looking for a secondary frag, and he will be able to get it. Blaster down. Basically the entire A-side defensive being completely whittled down here by the T side. Sogu takes out Laz, 2 players remain. There will be no retake coming in from the Absolute side. They're not going to test this one. Better to save the scouts at this stage. Good to take them out eventually. Scout in, AWP out. Ooh, good shot from Takesh. Can he put any more down the range? NCL, let's see how fast he can pull the trigger finger. No. He's something that we're within 3, just 3 of the lead for their opponents. Orps in, let's see if 9 can get the first good land onto Laz, but no kills. Only a leg shot on an eco player as well as the Mongolians rush their way out of the longhouse, dropping bombs, trying to pick each other up. One way to easily run over the other end of the board. Slowly creep up together, this bomb plant. Right over to the B bomb site. Nine finally completely down towards the A bomb site, suggesting the A site hit, but the real truth is that it's going to be B. 4 players pouring out, 1 man around this corner here in the B doors. USP fires away, but not going to get bucked down by the part of Crow. Patience up, Take is tapping through, can't quite take the plan down. Good orb kills coming out. Val, Dobu, 9, Dobu again, easy as that. All 5 stay alive. It's the anti-eco of the Absolute side. This time it's Absolute the ones who are in trouble. 3 rounds loss bonus so far in this one. They could get equalized before they get their max loss bonus out. MZL make their way into the A long position. No one's contesting it this time for the Absolute squad. As well as CT spawn on short potentially. Oh, not a whole lot of action going in for both sides. Very passive so far across the entire line here for the Ts and CTs. It's obvious for Absolute because they are on the back foot. They have to be careful about this. Lose this one, they could lose their lead. Mazaalai might be a bit of a different story, but Still on that lead all the same. Smokes up, small gap to be exploited here by Takesh. He sprays on through, lines up both the frags. Bar steals away the last second. Only so is allowed to cross. And there'll be people watching the back line as well here for Min. He'll be able to get the first frag for the T side, but it's still a 2-for-1 trade favor to the CT side of the Absolute side. Smokes up, flashes inland. Trays in from Sogu. Martov's out, he'll get traded back by Lars. Double kill on towards him, he will lose his life, but leave it all up to the AWP. 1 versus 2, back out towards Long. Smoke up on the bomb site, they should know that he's planting for his position. Orb should swing out, it's a small gap. Ooh, no, they can't see it, he can't see it. Orb shots landing, can't quite connect it. Oh, he does land it eventually on Croix. He can't get the flick back onto Cage, but it might have been enough. He does. 12 for the T side. Felt like things were crumbling around them at the seams. Just one player left alone in a 1 versus 2. The Orb shot got its connection, it got its wallbang in the end. Tactical timeout being called by Absolute because they absolutely have to at this stage. Followed by a timeout from the Mazaalai side. Even more timeouts coming through from these guys as well. I mean, they're going to use all of them in a row. I mean, just really want to say that for later on down the road, right? You know, when you're round for round and you're trading blows back and forth. Maybe their logic is the fact that obviously this obviously could be the round that decides the whole thing right here and now. Even then, I would have thought that it would be the Absolute side that would have used this pause, or used all their pauses at this stage. Because they're the ones in the worst state, they're the ones that have no money. Spy the lost bonus. Going into this next one with an eco round. Orb in for Takesh. To the Eagles, a PT50, a CZ, no Kevlar, no utility for those players. Takesh trying to take first face out with the AWP, immediately loses the other AWP of the T side. Cabal on to him. 5-on-4 situations, the T's do wrap back over towards the A-bomb site. So knowing that it's probably not worth it to bother too much with challenging the Absolute side. We've got an open bomb site, let's get the plant down. Secure number 13 for our side and equalize against the Absolute CT side. Frags, so they can hold on to that AWP here for Crow in particular. He goes down. Good deal out from Reuter, but 3 stay alive from their opponents there for Absolute. Don't get much out of that round. Of course, getting themselves into the rifle victory right here. The AWP coming in alongside the AUGs on 2. M4 potential as well. But this buy, unless it goes well for Absolute, could end off the whole map. Stacking 3 players on the A bomb site. One towards mid, oh sorry, towards the B bomb site, excuse me. One towards mid and one towards A. Mid to B players going to come through as the CD's trying to adjust. Molotov's down on towards the likes of 9, 54 points of health, and an A coming through out towards that mid position. Tries to see if they can take out 9, but not going to happen. Right up. Facing up, will spray down, open things up again with Crow going, falling. 5 on 4, can't see the next man on the bomb site. NCL does though, he'll take him out. Laz also dealt with Takesh, trading back and forth for 3 versus 2. The bomb can make its way in through the tunnels and out to the B bomb site itself. One player giving chase, and W may be able to cover that off. He's got himself 2 kills so far. Meanwhile, Cabal lurking back on the A bomb site. Snipes in and takes out the last man on the rotation towards the mid doors, and Dobu turns around for the final frag of Reiter to get 14-13 on the board. Mazaalai now have a lead above their Japanese opponents. Another eco coming in for the CT side. The AK's coming out for Mazaalai. Not a whole lot of anything else here for the CT side. Here come the flashbangs. 2 T-side players making their way out. Molotov's in as Laz gets the first man. Looking back in for the second, drops that bomb. And a third frag found with the Deagle headshots on for a 4 potentially. Stacks might be in the server, but he's taken out just as easily this time here. Dobu still got players behind him. Will spray on the second man. 3 kills from overall. One more time, the Deagle will be ready for the next shot on shot. CZ burst round through, just taking him down eventually. And it all rests in the hands of Reiter, who will do right by the T side. 15-13. Map point against Absolute on their own map pick. Double on setup, water sniper down here and standard, bursting through down to the mid doors, looking for an opening kill. AWP chimes in, it's 9 out and about to get the opening frag of the round. 4 more to go. Mazaalai will be through to the upper chance here. 1 map differential, of course, in this series. 3-2 now. Absolute with the man advantage, taking out 1 more, and they all be getting picked up over towards the longhouse position. 3 players remain for the CTs. 1 man advantage. 1 player moves in towards the mid doors. Attack is ready for him to receive. Molotov's in Nade's position. He just about gets way alive. $50 seconds remain. T's continue to bait in the CT forces. Absolute. Up on Reiter could do some damage here. Meanwhile, the utility put out by Cabal. Spraying on through to roughly accurate position onto where one of the CTs are held at. Meanwhile, Takesh cuts off his backup in the mid doors. Deals a Sugo. And Reiter finishes off the job with triple kill to his name. And 1 last round here in this game. We could go all, we've all got all 30 rounds. We could go all the way to overtime if it's necessary. Certainly it would be if these 2 teams continue extracting blows like this. But it's 1 round to make it or break it here for Mazaalai. Opening frag for Reiter, right down the mid position, dealing with Dobu in suicide. The AWP of the T side trying to respond back out towards the longhouse, but no one's there on the A site to push forward and receive it. Bars, however, goes aggressive, ready for the first man. Same strategy played before, he makes it work again. Good headshot, backed up by 2 more as Takesh deals with Cabal. 2 players remaining here by the T side line. Sprays in from NCL, does get one player down. I'm going to wait back all the same. Massive stuff being shown so far in this one. T-Sub make their way up and over to the A-bomb site. Mostly uncontested. Attack is here. Smokes go up and over. Blind spray is completely blind. Crow will try incendiary down the bomb site, but it will not work. The bomb plant can come through. And on ramp a little bit too deep. Down the default. 2-man advantage for Absolute coming into this retake. And now it's a 3-man advantage. Last man left, NCL sprays them through. Going out in a blaze of glory. Unfortunately, it will be a blaze and rather than a victory toast. 15-15. As shaky end to the map eventually goes to an overtime. Absolute certainly did not need to go that far, I don't think. Could have ended this relatively easily, but no, they've allowed the comeback to come in for their opponents. So we are in overtime for our first map of the day, possibly our last map of the day. AWPs in for 2, single AWP setup out for the T side, AKs, AUGs as standard. Flashes in from the T side over and out to the long house. Again, trying to try and sell the CTs on the idea that Mazaalai want to go here. Zindir is down to Kesh. Holds back, face to the moment. Flashes inland again. East side players taking the mid control one more time. Couple of crossfire set from the CTs here of the Absolute squad. T play extremely carefully in this one so far. Passive position still got T-spawn control. A bit of aggression towards the pit position, but it should be enough to work off of here. Right, still looking onto that position. He definitely wants that frag, but for now, 50 seconds remaining. Teams have to make their move. Where do they want to go? Looking like long will be the play with a little bit of mid control, a lot of long control especially. And 2 players on the CT side that can't adjust all the way to deal with the oncoming onslaught of T-side players. 30 seconds left. AWP takes first face. Pro will try and join his teammates. And that corner into the mid-to-mid position. It's Dobu, first casualty of the round, of the overtime. Absolute will receive some Molotovs back all the same. And the T-side flash their teammates in. Takesh with the opening frag here on the retake. But it will be a retake if the bomb does go down. And Kraut gets down the likes of the T-side. It's all left to 2 versus 2. Cabal coming right back. And she gets another AWP shot as well. Suddenly back to the man advantage of the T-side. 1 man left out towards long. NCL ready and waiting for the face. Laz takes out his backup in Cabal. Now 1 versus 1 on the bomb site. AK v AK, headshot v headshot. Diffuse kit isn't even in play for Laz. Wants to be a blunder and a half. Indeed, the extra pressure is going to get to him. 16-15. First round scored by the Mazaalai. AWPs in, tags up. Trying to tag up at the very least. AKs once again run out towards the long house. It's very quick aggression coming in from the T side towards long, and ABS are going to fall back as a result. Mazaalai into long, they will play much quicker this time rather than playing out the defaults. They decided that they want to go to the A-bomb site. Flashes up. Over here watching in for the T side. They're going to catch off somebody, but nothing will show its head. Small gap and smoke again for Takesh to use and exploit, and he'll be able to spray on towards the first and the second. Dropping that bomb out towards the ramp position. Should get picked up. Right is going to cut off NCL. Meanwhile, 9 working in the lurk. Finds one kill back on the B bomb site. Cabal turns it around to 3 versus 3. Now looking for the next man up to face out here towards CT spawn. He's got a bit of cover. And 9 will force him to draw his attention away to the B bomb site, where the bomb will go down towards A. Cabal's still wary of the position of a backstab, and he'll cover off with the AWP. He gets another kill, a secondary one on the board here for the Mongolian side. 3 versus 2 now, make it 1. Although their starts to each round haven't been confident, it looks like their endings have been just as good for the Mazaalai side. 17 to 15, getting closer to map point above the Absolute side. Crow will get 1 kill back on the way out, very least, but not going to matter much. They lost a lot here in this round. The economy game isn't quite as important as it is in overtime. It is still MR3 10K, so there's that much to consider. Slight bit of economy management if you can't get all the rifles out. Certainly 9 can't. Both teams will be forced on a heavy investment for this one. AWP will come back in for Cabal. 3 AKs, probably a 4th coming in for 9 as well. Meanwhile, the AWP will be out for Laz this time. Takesh, by the way, he's having a great game. 30 frags in just 33 rounds. Up in the hands of Crow. 2 SMGs, a CZ and an M4 and an auto sniper right down the mid position here for NCL. He knows that he wants to make this work in a funny sort of way. Sprays in from 9, gets the first, not quite the second. Barcel traded back, SMG close from Takesh, not going to win out the fight against Dobu. Meanwhile, 4 versus 3 situation. Molotov's then trying to stop him pushing around the corner. The AK's ready for the spray. The next man, he will be able to win out that fight all the same, as will Dobu, as will NCL. And 1 player remains. Crow with the AWP. 9 points of health. No more time left on this round, on this map. Has to end right here. Looks up and over. Steers onto the bomb site. Looks for the 1 man that he needs. Up, not seeing. Oh, he spots the man out towards the open. Doesn't see the man on car though. He's staying perfectly hidden, waiting. Taps on taps, smoke up, spray in, and there you go. 18-18, perfect patience from Dobu. And a perfect half in overtime as well. Mazaalai, 1 to take their opponent's map pick. Map point currently coming into fruition. Double up setup coming out immediately for the CTs. No information gained by Raita this time. The NCL peeks up close. AWP, AUG. Trading back and forth as 9 takes that instead. Support Cabal. Meanwhile, mid to B players getting set up here by the T side. Not going to get it going though. Not going to keep the T side from pushing forward. They will actually just force them to fall right back instead. 4 players out towards long, 1 more man in short. And that is the absolute setup here for the A-side execution. 9 will try and support NCL. He's got his own problems to worry about. Doesn't see any of the T-side players out here. Is indeed 1 man goes down to the AWP. Good trades back in from Takesh. It's a 5-on-3 situation with Dobu being caught in the middle between a rock and a hard place. Backup is on the way, but it's coming really slowly here. And Dobu may have to play extremely passively until that point arrives. Dobu. Just around to sneak up close range positions. They're going to consider it. Dobu goes over, takes himself 3 frags. Oh, for the 4 frags! And suddenly Crow's the last man standing. Dobu. Absolute manic work on for the ace at this stage for the CT side. Back foot 5-on-3, now 2v1. Crow actually gets the headshot. 2 kills for his own right now. A 1v1 with the AWP for Cabal. Try and close out this whole thing. Does not see him planting. Does not know where he's planting for. AWP still certainly watching out. Spots their man. Now they know exactly where they're at. AK taps on, sprays on through, but can't take him out. Cabal. Flashbangs over. Counter flashes come back from the T-side player. Very important kill. This next one, it will decide potentially the winner of the map. Flashes in. AK spray. Wins it out. An absolute stay alive. Double up samples are re-bought down by the CT forces. Obviously, this is going to be a very big economical risk. It's only $10,000 here in MR3. They need to get this round, else it will be a double overtime, I believe. Ops in the standard AKs, AUGs, limited utility sets for Mazaalai. Control into short for Absolute. They've got 9 on the CT defensive car. That's about it though. Dobby on CT just in case. Gonna smoke. Nades in from Dobby. That could do a lot of damage, and indeed it does. AWP still watching out for anything here from 9. Outflashed, outplaced here. Watching out for anything else coming his way. It's Dobby with the first spray down, taking the first player out of the equation. Laz still around that corner. Sprays coming through. Damage going to be done as NCL is taken out towards the longhouse, and the bomb plant will be able to go down here for Crow. 1-4 situation, and Dobby continuing to face around the corner, looking for an AUG shot or 2. AWP still back towards long. Sprays in as 1 goes down, 2nd goes down as well. 3rd player up the face, and the spray is great. AWP for right, held out towards the mid face, and it looks like he'll be going down. The defuse will come through, and it will be Absolute losing out their map pick, 19-16 to Mazaalai. And that doesn't bode well for the Japanese squad. Mazaalai were the favourites in this one, but they kept it as close as humanly possible throughout the entire map there. But even so, what can they do going into map 2? Inferno is up next. It was picked by Mazaalai. Do not go anywhere. One of these 2 teams will be going forward to our upper finals. The other one will be dropping out into the lower bracket. Find out after this very short break.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.